So we're going to talk about fraction multiplication here today. The nice thing about fraction multiplication is that computing with fraction multiplication is really easy. Modeling it takes a little bit more work, but not too bad. So let's just think about it for a second. So I'm going to be thinking of a half times 3/4 and thinking about what that means. So what fraction multiplication actually means. So half times 3/4 kind of means you have like a half of 3/4. Like a half of the area of 3/4. So I think of this as, you could also think of 3/4 of a half. And we're going to model it with fraction strips just to have a look. So here is 3/4 right here. These yellow ones are my quarters. I have a fourth one to make a whole. 4/4 would make a whole. So there's 3/4 that you see laying out there. And I want half of that. So I want just the half of this right here. When you do fraction, and I might have to split these up in order to do that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to split these into eighths. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be 6/8. Notice. So notice that a half of 3/4 is actually 3 of these eighths, 3 of the red ones. And if you do the computation for multiplication, you multiply across the top. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 4 is 8. And indeed, you get 3/8. Half of 3/4 is 3/8.